Welcome to Tripura Info News Update. Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha today attended the Northeastern Region Stakeholders Consultation Program held at Hotel Polo Tower. The event brought together key stakeholders to discuss strategic initiatives and regional development priorities. Dr. Saha emphasized the importance of collaborative efforts in driving sustainable growth across the Northeast. Listen what initiative had been taken for the growth of our state stakeholder.
Of federal legislation and state-specific regulations, particularly concerning development, security and protection of indigenous communities. Government of India as well as state have various industrial investment and incentive policies which need to be analyzed. Key policies include the Northeast Industrial and Investment Promotion Policies 2007, the Northeast Industrial Development Scheme 2017, and Unnati 2024. These policies offer incentives like capital investment subsidies, tax exemptions, freight subsidies to attract investment and facilities industrial development. Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited, that is NADFI, has been requested to take up a study which is to be completed in the next 3 months. As far as basic infrastructure is concerned, Government of India has made huge public investment in railways, national highways, airports, waterways, telecom and banking sectors. Now, time has come to capitalize on these basic amenities by imbibing entrepreneurial spirit amongst the youth of the region so that rapid socio-economic progress can be achieved. The study of Northeast Economic Corridor conducted by Asian Development Bank envisages multi-modal transport networks within Northeastern region with the rest of India and with the neighboring countries to enhance connectivity with Southeast Asia. The study has identified 24 growth centers and 20 border centers which should be developed on priority. As far as the state of Tripura is concerned, Tripura stands committed towards contributing proactively in formulating progressive, inclusive and outcome-oriented roadmap to realize the goal of Atmanirbhar and Viksit Bharat. We have implemented all 387 business reforms as mandated under Business Reforms Action Plan 2024. I may inform here that we are one of the first state to pass the Tripura Jan Vishwas Ordinance 2025, decriminalizing the provision in state acts and rules and repealing the obsolete laws. Under the guidance of Task Force on Deregulation set up in the Cabinet Secretariat, we are reducing the compliance burden in state laws, regulation of the local bodies, industrial corporations and utility providing agencies. The government of Tripura has adopted a focused approach to attract and facilitate investments built on the following pillars: implementation of ease of doing business reforms, including online approvals and single window clearance, development of land banks and dedicated industrial estates, promotion through sector-specific promotional events, continuous engagement with investors including regular follow-up, and further to that investment proposals are being facilitated through different policy reforms, announcement of new policies and schemes, etc. The state government of Tripura has launched several policies to promote investment in the state like Tripura Industrial Investment Policy, IT Policy, Agar Policy, Tourism Policy, Startup Policy, Electric Vehicle Policy, and so on. With targeted policies, financial linkages, and innovative business models, Tripura aspires to lead by example in realizing the vision of a sustainable, inclusive, and circular economy. Further to that, the state government has also come with several amendments of the Tripura Industrial Investment Promotion Incentives Scheme 2022, with inclusion of additional benefits of customized incentives to mega projects. Significant developments have been undertaken to strengthen industrial infrastructure in the state by availing a $85.4 million ADB loan funding, wherein power, roads, then plug-and-play infrastructure and warehousing facilities, etc. are being developed. The Tripura Industrial Development Corporation is executing a robust expansion plan involving development of 1,500 plus acres of new industrial zones, creation of sector-specific industrial parks, and in addition, land parcels along key transport corridors are being developed to cater to investor demand. Further to that, to ensure integrated development, TIDC has been empowered as an industrial planning and development authority with functions including planning of mixed-use industrial townships, provision of housing, health, education and civic infrastructure within industrial zones, environmental sustainability, zoning regulations and smart infrastructure development. There are more than 86,117 micro, small and medium enterprises in Tripura state. They are facing critical challenges of financial support, institutional strengthening, market access and sustainability. We have taken a project for forming 32,000 MSMEs, significantly enhancing their operational and financial capabilities. Tripura has a strong base of 60,318 self-help groups with 5,49,559 SHG members and more than 1 lakh Lakpati Didis. We are encouraging members of self-help groups to become entrepreneurs by availing benefits of promotional incentive policy for MSMEs. We have established help desks for MSMEs at block office as well as in municipality offices. We have introduced transport subsidy for the raw materials as well as the finished products of MSMEs to cover portion of higher transport cost. To catalyze urban employment and entrepreneurship, we need to adopt a diverse strategy focused on strengthening the MSME ecosystems. We are committed to foster synergy between skilling programs and MSME development through convergence with Prime Minister Vishwakarma, PM Swanidhi and Pradhan Mantri, formalization of micro food processing enterprises schemes. We aim to improve access to finance, ensure targeted capacity building, streamline hand-holding support for aspiring entrepreneurs. Today's stakeholder consultation is expected to continue this momentum by bringing together key stakeholders, investors and policymakers on one platform to unlock the region's economic potential. Finally, being the convener of the high-level task force, I believe that with the support and assistance of all the states, the task force shall be able to submit the report to NEC within September 2025. I am sure that with proactive support from the honorable members of the task force, as well as all the states in the region and all the stakeholders associated with it, we will be able to chalk out appropriate strategy for promotion of investments and development of Northeast region so that it can substantially contribute to a Vikashit Bharat. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir, Honorable Chief Minister of Tripura, Professor Dr. Manik Shahji, for sharing your inspiring words with us. Sir, your words have not only reinforced the importance of collaborative efforts for investment promotions, but also ignited a renewed sense of purpose among all stakeholders present. We are truly grateful for your visionary guidance. Now, to officially express the gratitude towards all the guests, I request Director of Industries and Commerce, Governor of Tripura, Dr.
And in some next 3 years' time, you can also double it, because we are getting the unprecedented response from you all, and we are so much thankful because only last week you were in Delhi, and with a very short notice we have called you. And sir, today, sir, about 51 investors are there who have signed a MOU in Delhi and in the last year. So they have immediately come to our state. This shows that their willingness, their intensity and their eagerness to invest here. Banking representatives are also here. Our SLBC convener is also here. So this, if you see CD ratio of the entire Northeast region, that you will see that it is suboptimal if you compare with the all India. So unless and until the banks lend to the industries here, so this will not improve. So henceforth we are going to make banks also as integral part of our investment pitching. So the literacy rate, this all we know. So human resource advantage, we are also now investing in logistics, railways, highways, logistics hubs are being set up. So this PPT I will share with you, I will not take much of the time. These are industrial estates in the northeast. It is not that we don't have industrial area. They're already there. Governments are putting huge investments to improve the road connectivity, water supply, optical fiber, gas pipeline, CCTV, banking, internet, everything is being given there. And Tripura has the only star category industrial estate in the northeast region, that is Bhujangnagar, is there in the Agartala. We also have a SEZ, all this has been shared with you. We also have a very good startup policy and startup ecosystem, and they will become the supply chains for you. We are having very vibrant MSMEs in all the northeastern states. And across the states, we have identified the key sectors, and this is also reflected in the breakup of MOUs that we have signed over the last 2 years. What sectors you are signing MOU, this is what is being reflected. We have very good attraction in case of energy, tourism, IT, healthcare, education, agri, textiles, infra. So this state-wise I have given. So when we will do discussion state-wise, that time we will share with you all. Now these are some of the products which we have identified, which are available in plenty and where value-added production can be done. And we have also mapped the anchor investors who are looking for supply chains. So those who are new in the northeast, they may also begin their talks with anchor investors so that you can join the supply chains. And infrastructure that you all know, we have now about 17 airports in the northeast. We have now good density of the national highways in the northeast. In the last 10 years, about 9,900 kilometers have been constructed, and much is in the pipeline. This is about railways. Now you can see, except Sikkim, all the states have a railway connectivity. Waterways are there. Some trial runs were also done. We are power surplus. We are having about say 5,000 megawatt in the northeast, and more than that, in this slide it is given that renewable energy about 1.28 lakh megawatt potential is there.
Subscribe to Tripura Info and press the bell icon so that you never miss any latest updates and news on Tripura.